Should've never crossed me, what's your ass to do? You gon' fuck around and get your ego stooped. I don't pass judgment, I just serve justice. But best believe, I would never trust us. You niggas bogus tryna clout me in. My aura shining, you gon' feel my wind.
Collective, what's poppin', man? What's going on? Welcome to my channel. Take everything I say with a grain of salt because things can and will change based on the choices and decisions that you make. Please beware of the choices and decisions that you do make can and will affect the people around you, so please use discernment, okay? And if you're looking to book a personal reading with me, please check the description box below. It has a list of ways to get in contact with me, or you can check the bio inside the channel, okay? I know you guys have seen me like go live, like with the gaming and stuff. I'm not gonna put that on YouTube anymore. It's either gonna be strictly Twitch or Kick. So I'll be sure to post the links up here if you guys want to kick it and vibe with me, or stream with me, or you know what I'm saying, just want to support. It's all good, you know what I mean? But yeah, also too, like, do you guys want me to start doing giveaways again? Like, I'm thinking like what I should do, like in regards to like giving stuff. I kind of have a little idea, like, so if you guys want tarot cards from me, I'll throw that in the mix. If you guys looking for like protection, stuff like that, yeah. I'm just throwing some ideas, you know what I'm saying? I'm still putting this all together. I do kind of miss doing a little giveaways. That was actually pretty fun. Picking the names and drawing it all in front of you guys and stuff like that, so, yeah. But yeah, let's get this started and move these out the way. We're gonna see what the energy is for this reading. The bad round Wittem. Hope you guys enjoyed Lionsgate. Hopefully you guys focus on your manifestations. Hopefully you got some type of clarity so you know what route to take in order to achieve your goals, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got. Okay. Okay, we got the horn god with easts. Okay. So I'm picking up that somebody's got some type of animosity towards you. Turn it down a little more. And with the horn god out here though, shit things come to where it's like violent, you know, things come to blows, people are being disrespectful, things of that nature. This lets me know that you're gonna be protected. So this may be a situation to where you don't need to react. Silence is gonna be your best friend, you know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody's gonna be acting out of a place of emotion or trying to get you wrapped up in situations where you act up out of emotion and make a wrong decision. So we have East. Peace in the Middle East. That's what we're looking for. I don't know, it feels like, you know, I kind of feel like with this East, your names may begin with these. So if your name starts with an E, a S, or a T, this is also like encouraging you to stay on the right path since East is in the right direction. You guys may be needing to cleanse your energy as well. Start doing more rituals or get back on your rituals. Like someone's want to know if they're on the right path. In the same sense, I would look at this as confirmation. Stay righteous. Do things the right way. Follow the right path. We have cycles here. So like having to go within, starting fresh, starting new. This is also cleansing your energy as well because we have transformation. What the heck got the moon out here? This is feminine energy. This is masculine energy. So in a sense, I feel like you're being tested to see if you are an actual righteous person. We've seen this time and time again. And we have give out here. I kind of feel like as somebody's getting older, well, let me not say more older, I feel like this is more mature. As someone becomes more and more mature, they're starting to see the truth. Even though it's like they may feel like, it's like you're trying to keep up with your ego or whatever, answer to the ego. I kind of feel like that's what this is. It's like, if you used to always have to defend yourself, this is a time where it's like, you know what, I have nothing left to prove to you. I'm really just needing to prove something more to myself. So in the same sense with this, give yourself more credit, give yourself more love, give yourself more grace. You could be a natural giver to begin with, like you love to help people out. But I feel like with this is that if you are someone who gives, you're being tested against people who constantly keep taking from you. And the love that you have for somebody, it may be blinding you. So it's time to take those rose-colored glasses off. Let's see what we got for the collective. What do they need to know? What do they need to see? And what do they need to be aware of? What's some angel messages for them? Okay. Lack of direction. Somebody may feel lost out here. Lost in the sense of like feeling overwhelmed, like they bit off more than they can chew. Because we have the one here, new opportunities, leadership, taking initiative. I think someone may be very sensitive in regards to this too. So this kind of feels like the new person in school, the new person at work, first day of school type jitters, you know what I'm saying? It's like not knowing everything, not knowing everybody, not knowing the rules, and it's kind of feeling like stuck, not knowing what to do, trying to find some way to fit in. Basically, you need to be yourself here. I also feel like whoever this person is that may have some type of grudge against you, they're starting arguments with you out of boredom. Because this person's by themselves. They over-exaggerate the truth. Like there's a million and one things that this person can be doing. Let me hold this up for y'all. There's a million and one thing this person can be doing, but I feel like their focus is not in the right position. Their heart's not in the right spot, you feel what I'm saying? This person may be lazy. Like I said, they do things out of boredom. So I feel like this person is stuck mentally, and it's like you've grown, and this may be where some type of conflict may be coming from. People may be talking about you've changed, you're not the same person, like why ain't you into this shit no more? We said we was gonna do this forever type. See, lack of direction, stability out here, losing some type of stability. I feel like you have realistic goals, and look, we have a 10 out here. It's a wrap, B. This person may have hit rock bottom as you taking a step up. Like as you've left these people behind, these people have suffered more and more. So basically it kind of feels like you were their blessing and they didn't utilize it right. I mean, I shouldn't say utilize, but it's like they didn't appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever the mission was when you guys came into each other's paths, when you guys had crossed paths, they were on some low vibrational stuff and you was on some high vibrating. You were trying to uplift this person, teach this person something, or have some good memories, or actually see how this relationship can flourish, but somebody just ended it before it could even start. You know what I'm saying? Like it's constantly struggle. They're always complaining about life. You know, the word about other people's business, like it really feels like this person is very messy, you know what I'm saying? Overly cautious. They have attitude problems. That's for damn sure with the 7 out here. Like they're very narrow-minded. They don't like to travel far, so it's like they probably just like to do the same old stuff all the damn time. Very argumentative. Like I say, it feels like they're doing it out of boredom. I kind of feel like whoever is starting these arguments don't even know what they're arguing about. It's kind of like once everything is too peaceful, it's like it's too good to be true. I got to stir up some shit to feel alive type shit, you know what I'm saying? But this is a mistake that was made. I kind of feel like that's what this is. There's a reason why, you know, I was saying it's like you're being tested in the same sense about your maturity, while this person is being tested to still pretty much be stuck in the same toxic behavior. So you may be facing some tests. I wouldn't call them trials and tribulations, but and then we have transformation here with that 5 energy. So I feel like it's your main goal to get ahead in life. And this may be the reason why you're cutting people off. So you're gonna start recognizing people who you thought was your friends really ain't your friend. Because like as you're climbing up the ladder, you're making better relationships, or you're making tighter, stronger unions and relationships. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're visualizing what your goals are. So it's like you're planning and executing. I don't know, you could have like you could have like your little goals like set as your screenshot. You could have a whiteboard with a list of stuff, you know, affirmations, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like you just want to be free. Like, you don't necessarily know where you want to go, but you know that you're going somewhere. That's for damn sure. Like, your hustle's now been activated, or your motivation, your drive has now been activated, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Empress energy. This is like being creative. With the High Priestess having these visions, so your dreams may be very vivid, helping you point to your goal. I'm really feeling like you guys, those who actually did participate with Lionsgate, like, I feel like what you had said that you wanted, what you sent up through that gate, you're about to get it, and it's gonna come quickly. You feel what I'm saying? Just have a little bit of patience, okay? Be patient here with this 2, but don't be afraid to move with this 3. Leave ego to the side. You feel what I'm saying? Alright, I have to move some of these over. Give me some messages for the collective for this bad ride with them. Energy. Whoop. What we got popping for the month of August? Alright, so we got the underworld popping out. Let's put this here for now. Closing out some type of chapter. We've seen that with the 10 earlier. But is this the end for you? It may be the end of that situation, but it's not the ending for you. You still have more room to grow. Graduation. So like I said, it's about you being tested, right? To see how far you've actually matured, how far you've actually grown. It's going into the next step, the next phase. Like, what am I doing next? Like, I've completed this, I've been successful at that, or, you know what I'm saying? This is about your growth, though. Let me see. And then we have, that's 28 as well, which breaks down to a 10. So yeah, you're definitely closing out some chapters. So with graduation, it's the cycle of learning has been completed or is about to complete. You are being invited to graduate so you can move on to your next exciting adventure. Congratulations! You've learned what you need to know. As a result, you are reaching the end of a situation, relationship, or condition and standing on the precipice of a beautiful new phase. If you look deeply, you know why this card has appeared. You've already received messages from Spirit saying it's time to venture onward and upward. You now have the validation needed to release any conditions that no longer serve you so you can plan for and take steps towards your next move. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's about you graduating. You're closing out chapters, closing out cycles, cutting off people who no longer serve you any good. Basically, you're releasing a bunch of dead weight, collective. And it's gotta feel, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, it's gotta feel good to you, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of some big ass magical word, but I can't think of one. Next, we have the realm of fate. So, connecting with your favorite allies. That 2 and 4 breaks down to a 6, which resorts back to your family, your ancestors, connection to the past, following your intuition, that balance, having that hope. Understand that you're very protected in all avenues, aspect what you do. Somebody may feel like they need protection, like somebody wants to carry something type protection. Like I say, it's like with the horn god out here, you're gonna be good. So don't put yourself in a situation to where it can ruin things. You end up catching a case because you have what's considered a weapon, okay? Have the ability to compromise, you know what I'm saying? Be able to read the room, if that makes any sense. I'm also picking up that somebody wants to give back to their community. This feels more like charity work. Wanting to give back. Or if it's not charity work, this has a lot to do with giving to people who are less fortunate of you. You may be thinking of past loved ones too, like they may be running through your mind. They could actually be appearing in your dreams too. I know for sure, like, ancestor energy was around for Lionsgate. I don't know if you guys can feel it, but I damn sure felt it. Then we have the blue here for communication, soothing, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. No return. A return is in reverse. So this could be a return to sender, like something not working. But I feel like this is someone who's pushed you to the point of no return. Because remember I said it's like the person that may be sitting here stirring things up, having a grudge or having some type of animosity towards you, is because you've left. All the stuff that you were going through back then, or this could have been a whole ass toxic situation. Like, you could have been living in a beautiful lavish home, but it's like the person that you're dealing with nags and does way too much, so it's like you don't want to return back to that. Like, it brings you down. So there's no need for you to go back into that type of situation. Let me make sure, give you guys what it means before. I'm pretty sure I'm not too far off from this. Human life as a series of cycles, often spiraling and looping back around to places before it's been before. There is currently a return showing up in your life, a return to a relationship, location, career, intention, or aim. You may be returning to the same thing or something similar enough to remind you of what you experienced in the past. As the old saying goes, you never step in the same river twice. Everything is always changing, so think of this return as another layer, chapter, or incarnation of a continuing story or pattern in your life. And this is in reverse. So what you get is that you're not going to go back after you close these titles. After you close these chapters, you're no longer returning back to that. This is what you're guaranteed to receive. And you're going to walk away with your chest up and your chin out. You're going to be able to breathe, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're actually starting to see the truth. You realize that you're in a toxic environment, or you're just in a situation that you're not happy with, whether this could be a job, family members. Like I say, it's like you're cutting off a lot of dead weight. The voyage is in reverse. You may feel like you can't go anywhere, but it's time to turn this, that negative thinking into something positive here. You feel what I'm saying? You're in control of the boat. Somebody may be trying to manipulate you. There's the reason why you have to cut the cord off with these other people, because they want you stuck with them. They don't want you going anywhere. Like, it feels like these people or this person has clear sight of like what potential that you have. They don't have the courage and the drive that you do, which is the reason why they have to distract you and keep you unmotivated. Excuse me. Somebody wants you at the mercy of them. Or you may feel like somebody wants you at the mercy of them. But like I said, it's like you're in control of the boat here. You don't have to follow what they want. You have to give in to their emotions, things of that nature. So it feels like somebody's dealing with a narcissist. Somebody could be using psychology like, I don't feel like this person studied it. I feel like it's like something that's been either taught to them, or it's like it's just part of their characteristics. You feel what I'm saying? Certain things, like how they've gotten through, how they've manipulated people, how they've steered up this, that, and the third and got away with it. I feel like this is something that they've always done. It's like that charm is no longer charming no more. With this 2 energy, yeah. Transformation. This has been a long overdue transformation. Like the ability to compromise, that's great. You feel what I'm saying? The fact that you're willing to give others and sacrifice to others, but like now it's time for you to put this energy back into yourself. I feel like somebody wants to get married. You know, they're tired of being left behind. I feel like somebody's watching social media so much that they're seeing other things. They're seeing their life flash by, flash by them too fast or whatever, and they feel like they're not doing enough. So it's like they want to change. They want to get married, go out, have fun, and start living life. You know what I'm saying? Maybe start a family. Someone's always being a provider and a healer to others, but it's like now you have to do this to yourself. Mind you, it's like the caterpillar made the cocoon for itself. No one else could go in. So this is a new cycle that you would need to work on yourself. You're being called to do so. This is double confirmation. The transformation stone along with the transformation card. And it's like you closing out chapters, not looking back anymore. Look, celebration. Like I said, somebody literally wants to go out and kick it. They stay at home too much, or they're stuck in some type of toxic relationship. You may be telling people that, life is peachy, life is good, but it's like, are you really going through it? You know what I'm saying? You actually may be turning people down from like wanting to go out and kick it. Like, you're like, what do we got to celebrate? You feel what I'm saying? I'm still working on myself. I'm trying to work on my growth. And going out celebrating all the time, I don't feel like I'm doing so. Well, in the same sense, like, you don't necessarily have to keep going to clubs and bars. Like, there's other events, you feel what I'm saying? You can go to concerts, go hang out in restaurants. Not necessarily like a bar, but it's like, go eat food, go find some place that plays music or something like that. But it's time for you to start enjoying life. This chapter of life where everything was just weighing you down, like, that's ending. It's about to be over. As you guys do know, with August being the last month of summer, we're transitioning into fall. So, yet again, that's another cycle that we're closing out. You guys ever notice, like, all 4 seasons have 3 months in them? You feel what I'm saying? So, summer is June, July, August. Fall is September, October, November. And then you have this winter, December, January, February, then spring, March, April, May. So every 3 months, and it kind of goes back to what I was saying in the other reading, like the whole 9-month thing, how if every 3 months you do something, you'll see progress. So like, this is definitely somebody who's been on their grind, working toward their growth. I feel like someone's actually been focused so much on their growth that they can't allow themselves to celebrate because they feel like it's going to throw them off. But I'm going to tell you like this, you deserve to pat yourself on the back, okay? Go out and have you a drink or two. And if you don't drink, do something, get something nice for yourself, you know what I'm saying? If you had a little bit of money set aside, you have a goal, it's not going to hurt you to just spend a little bit of that. I don't mean go overboard, like you don't got to sit here and spend like a huge $200 on something, but just treat yourself to something nice where they're like, hell, like steak. That's what I like to do. Like steak is one of my favorite things, and like when I have a successful work week, and I won't say successful like it was a lot of money, but it was like I made it through the end of the week. I was happy. I feel like I've made progress. Why not reward myself? I worked hard for it, so you deserve to celebrate a little bit, live a little. Go ahead and let your hair down. You hear what I'm saying? Exit is in reverse. This gives me like a pessimistic way of thinking with the exit in reverse, not thinking that you don't have a way out. So I feel like somebody may be saying that, or this is what they show. You feel what I'm saying? It's like they show that they don't have no way out, when in actuality they really do. Let me see. Exit. It's time to pack up and move on. It's likely you know exactly what this is about, and you've been contemplating this exit already. And if you don't understand why this card is showing up, be aware that the action you're being counseled to take may be more subtle than obvious. In other words, just because you drew this card, it doesn't mean you should immediately leave a relationship or a job you weren't already consciously thinking about leaving. Rather, it means you should assess and reconsider. So this could be somebody being stubborn, like they don't want to leave the situation until it's safe. So this could be somebody avoiding making some type of decision, avoiding making some type of move here, and you're being called to do so. The primary message is that you are a rogue agent and a sole proprietor when it comes to your life path. You have no investors or board of directors you need to appease, and while you may owe certain debts in life, none of them require you to stay in a situation to please someone other than yourself. No exit. This is what I'm saying, is like, if it was upright, it's letting you know that you don't owe anybody anything, and this is telling me that you still do. Or in the same sense, I feel like you do when you really don't. And this has a lot to do with somebody playing on your emotions here. That's another reason why I was saying in the beginning of the reading that silence is going to be working in your favor as a benefit more than a hindrance. Just for the simple fact, it's like people who have been around you for however many long that they've been around you, they've been around you long enough to know what strings to pull to get you to do something, or what they got to say to make you feel a certain type of way to kind of give in to them. Like I said, it's a form of manipulation, narcissistic attitude. It's like somebody's playing on your kindness, basically trying to take your kindness for weakness. And it's like, I kind of feel like when they say certain things and it's like you want to respond, it's best not to. Because in the same sense, like, watch how the tables turn. Like when certain things aren't working as it used to work on you, watch how they come back harder. Watch how they come back with more hurtful things. Watch how they try to do more manipulative things, or when they try to set things up around you to make it seem like you wanted to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like when somebody tries to project their opinions onto you, or try to tell you that you feel a certain type of way when it's actually them. What you're needing to do is step out into the unknown. 12, the crossroads. Crossroads, right? 12, energy, stepping into the unknown. Because remember with the 11, if you guys have been following my readings for a while, with 11, it's having to make that decision and knowing that you're understanding the chapter you got to close, making that decision. 12 is like, all right, I'm right here. I got to take this step forward. But you see, she's going to do it. She's not taking that step back. She's actually going forward. So I feel like you guys are being divinely led by your spirit guides, and you're actually listening to them. Sunset. Today was a good day. You expect peace, okay? And as much as like how, I feel like in the same sense too, like, you know, you've always been in this mentality. It's like, okay, well, today was a good day. I wish this day never ended. And you're about to get into the cycle of where every day is going to be a good day that you wish never ended. But it's going to happen every day. In the same sense, it's never ending in the same sense. You feel what I'm saying? The end, even though it's the end of the day, it's not the end of the blessing. It's not the end of the happiness, the end of the abundance here. And then we got the underworld going down the rabbit hole. let's see what underworld is. Well, first, let me read Sunset. Sunset Porter reminds us that everything eventually comes to an end. The sun is now setting on something significant in your life, a relationship, a project, or an era. Suppose it's an era that's coming to an end. In that case, it may be characterized by any number of things: a place where you live, a school or a business you attended, or something less obvious like a belief you held or a habit you regularly engaged in. Watching a sunset inspires us to celebrate the beauty and the blessings we receive during the day, the pleasures we experience, and the lessons we gain. If there is pain or struggle, a sunset can bring comfort as you watch the day containing these challenges slowly fade into the dark. You may have heard it said that the only constant is change. And this is true on a level of form. In our physical existence, nothing lasts forever. This makes every moment precious and highlights the importance of opening your heart to every feeling and experience as it arises. Then you can fully release old relationships, conditions when it's time for you to let them go. Sunset. Like I told you, it's like you were closing out a chapter. Like it's these bad times, basically. The rain is now becoming sunshine. Best way I could put that. So, the underworld is calling you. This is a cool, quiet place, deep below the surface, where you can find insight. Charge up your energy, bolster your physical strength, and attune to the wisdom and healing of the earth. If you've ever been in a cave or camped in a remote forest area, you've experienced the nourishing solidity and vast silence of the pristine earth. It's a powerful energy current that quiets anxiety and overthinking to create space in your mind. Simultaneously, this current boosts of your body's electrical emanation and recalibrates you with the Earth's healing frequency. If you possibly can visit a cave or some quality quiet time in the woods, even sitting or standing barefoot on a patch of grass, sand, or dirt will help you align with the subterranean emanation. Whether or not you can get out into the bare earth or into the earthly environment, take a moment to close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and visit the underworld in your mind. Feel yourself descend deep under the earth, listen to the silence, and feel the coolness. Notice the trees around you and above you. If you meet any elementals in this realm, such as gnomes or other earth spirits, see if they have anything to communicate, give, or share with you. If they offer you a gift of any kind, such as guidance or healing, ask them if you can reciprocate by giving something to the earth in return. That may require a liberation of water or ale, which you can simply pour into the soil, or maybe they'd like for you to plant a vegetable garden or pick up trash in a local park. That's very deep. And that's funny that, this card came out, just like popped out. Because remember I was saying earlier, it feels like somebody wants to give things away, like give back to their community. And this is pretty much that, you feel what I'm saying, going within. And so, remember also too, like older readings I was saying is like needing to get out into your elements, whether it's like earth, air, fire, water, right? So like, one thing that I like to do is, when I go visit my folks, I always bring something of theirs, and I also bring some type of liquid, whether it's alcohol or, their favorite drink or something, and I pour it in the same sense. I mean, not that it matters to you guys, but like, it just makes sense with the underworld and like wanting to give back. Like, even if you don't, even though you're not being told to offer anything, it's just like, you kind of feel it intuitively. And this has a lot to do with you meditating in the same sense, getting in touch and in tune with yourself. Like I say, it's like you're closing out chapters, you're just making an all-around change, turnaround. It's like literally the weight being lifted off of your shoulders. And you couldn't be any more happier. Oops. You couldn't be any more happy, collective. But that's wicked. Like I did mention somebody wanting to give to their community, give to homeless people, whatever the case was. Like, that's the underworld confirmed for us. Somebody must be upset about that. When is graduation? Maiden at the bottom. The crone. Like I said, we had a maiden at the bottom. So, let me see. The crone symbolizes a proud and mature woman, an Asian woman who is no longer influenced by a need to reproduce or parental responsibilities. She may be approaching or have reached the stage in her life where her menstrual cycles have slowed or ceased, but she is no longer true to the crone archetype of old that is often depicted by Western society. Wow. Okay, so some of you parents, your kids have graduated, and it's like now you're trying to figure out what to do next. So hence the whole new cycle starting for you, getting to know or do something differently for yourself, restoring that balance, that 6 energy. 10 plus that 1. 10 break down, that's a 1. Add that to the 6, that would make 7. Yeah. Be unbowed and unapologetic. The woman who understands her true nature. Be aware of your choices. Be unafraid to walk your path alone. A life of your own design. Untapped power and potential. So, so to say, since Stella about to get her groove back. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, you know, you have an opportunity to get yourself situated and do something for yourself now. So all the obligations that you had to do before, you're no longer tied to it. And this may actually be making somebody feel kind of out of place. It's like you've grown attached to your kids and all that stuff. You've grown attached to a certain lifestyle. Okay, that's a mushroom. I thought that was like a little kid or something back there. And then we have the maiden, which will also be a mother figure. So this is a group of women that we're talking to in the collective today. Okay. I'm pretty sure there is some masculines in here as well, but this definitely is highlighting feminine energy, and I even told you this is feminine energy as well. I want to say Real Mafe. So that I can finally walk around my house naked again. Journey. The Journey. It will also be the star card, if I'm not mistaken. 10, 15, 16, 17. And then we have emotion / intellects. The Realm of Fae, Journey. Like I said, you was asking for guidance. What's next for you? Even though I'm not traditionally reading this as a star card, but yeah, I'm going to read the breakdown of this one too. But connecting with your fairy allies, your ancestors, to see what path you should go on. This is like coming out of the dark into the light, but this also gives me the whole yin and yang energy. The yin is like collecting your messages, being in a peaceful state, resting, and then the yang would be taking action, making progress. You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily mean anything violent. Non-violent. Okay? Let me see. Let's see. The Journey card represents the first of the 8 influence cards. Your life journey, your past, is made up of choices, experiences, and moments that have been shaped and created the person that you are in the present. You are the sum total of all that you have experienced, and your journey and the person it has manifested plays a foundational role in every choice and every decision that you make. Ring a bell, doesn't it? Your journey has influenced your personality and character. You have been shaped by your successes and your failures, triumphs and mistakes, heartbreaks and healings, the moments that you have been alone and the moment you have shared with others. Your journey has shaped likes and dislikes, your bias, your beliefs has governed all action. If you look back at life, you will see that you have moved through from one moment and experience to the next. You have faced obstacles and overcome them. And you have had moments that have brought you so low you did not believe that you could continue to live on. You have had your heart broken and believe it would never heal, but it did. And once you healed, you then traveled forward to the next moment, forever changed. The choices you made from this point onwards were influenced by what past has taught you. So like I said, coming out the dark into the light. So this is like all the past pain, hurt, and mistakes. It's all led you to this here. And like the staff is lit up. So like that's illuminating your path so you get to see clear. And look, we have transformation. Yet again, that butterfly. Your name could be Vanessa. That's what butterfly, Vanessa means butterfly. Let's see, 17, 8. That still would break down to the strength. These are accomplishment and goals, you feel what I'm saying? So in a sense, I feel like everything that you've gone through, you stuck it out, and it's because your fairy allies have basically they've helped you along the way. You never gave up. I think everything, whether it was successful or a failure, you looked at it as a lesson. So you could be a very strategic person here. You find lessons in every situation, whether it's an experience or not, you know what I'm saying? Something that you watch, everything's a lesson. Everything you see is a lesson. I feel like, you know, our eyes are like cameras in the same sense. And I feel like somebody literally is, everything they see, they record it like it's data, however you want to call it. One that's returning in reverse. Ace of Fire. Yeah, not looking back, not going towards, not returning, closing out those cycles. This brings you inspiration, willpower, you know. I feel like these are new ideas, you're generating new ideas, new confidence. This is very confident, as a matter of fact, a very confident person. The Three of Pentacles, Three of Earth, planting the seeds and watching them grow. Expanding, multitasking, you know what I'm saying? Giving to others, planting seeds in others, giving other body, motivating people, basically. You're a huge inspiration, you feel what I'm saying? So I feel like in the same sense, I feel like you would inspire people, you would motivate people, you would help people, but you are not getting this back in return. So is this the reason why you had to kind of cut these people off and walk away from them? Yeah, it hurt, but you know, in the same sense, it's like there's nothing wrong with being selfish in this sense. So people who are not being reciprocal toward to you in regards to what you need to help you, like someone's just constantly being selfish. Closing out these cycles, and you start a new beginning. So this could be as much as wanting to start school, like in a sense, as graduate, right? Like say that your kids finally graduate and they're off to college, and now you feel like you want to get enrolled into some type of schooling or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like you stand in your ground too. When someone's trying to test you, this is the reason why I say stay silent. You're being tested to see like how far that you've actually grown. Sorry about that phone call, but they're gonna have to wait. But yeah, there's no point of returning back to this. Stay inspired, keep pushing forward. One on this voyage in reverse. No need for you to feel stuck no more, baby. That cycle is done and over with. Something's broken through. And then we have the full moon out too. King of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands as well. Four of Fire. I feel like with this King of Pentacles, you feel stuck, but you're actually blessed. But you could be bullying yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or you're very disciplined in the same sense. It's another reason why someone's not going anywhere. Because they're disciplined, they're trying to save money. And like I say, it's like earlier, like if you work hard enough, at least treat yourself to something. Like I use steak as an example for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like I feel like I work hard, I'm gonna get me a juicy ass steak. So reward yourself in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to break the bank here, but I am seeing where somebody's disciplined, and it's the reason why they feel like they can't go anywhere. It's because they're focused on their goals. The King of Pentacles is a very successful person. If they don't have wealth, it's coming. You know, if they don't have a business, it's coming. This is someone who probably has multiple businesses, and this is another reason why they feel like they can't go anywhere. But in order to expand, 3 energy, in order to expand this end of hours, your goals and stuff like that, you're gonna have to kind of venture out. You feel what I'm saying? Very patriotical person. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's a daddy's girl too. Yeah, somebody's definitely a daddy's girl out here. I also feel like somebody may have a sick father and they feel like they really can't go anywhere. They feel obligated, but I kind of feel like your father wants you to continue to move forward. Someone's also getting left something from their father, so this kind of feels like an inheritance or something. But it's like somebody doesn't want to leave. Well, damn, they didn't want you. This was supposed to be a surprise, so my fault. But I feel like I felt compelled to tell you the truth because it's like you're having a hard time making a decision when you're supposed to actually go ahead and leave the nest. You've always felt safe and secure around this person, this male figure, father figure. There's another reason why you don't want to go anywhere, but I feel like your father wants you to go out and explore. 4 of Wands. They want you to go out and celebrate, enjoy. You know, you got this focus, so it's like, go for it. Go ahead and hit your target. You'll end up being successful like your father believes in you. I feel like that he can't really express it. So this father figure in the same sense is very strong. So this person doesn't really show too much emotion. I feel like they bottle everything in. Because the water's down here, but you know, it's hard for them to communicate, but they're always giving you positive affirmations. They're always feeding you positivity. They're always protective over you. They're always protecting you. They're guiding you, teaching you how to, you know, progress, move forward, how to feel whole. What is transformation? Knowledge. With the transformation, growth comes with knowledge. And then we have the 7 of Earth in reverse. That would kind of gives me, what is it, Hermit energy. Let's see what we get on this knowledge. Knowledge does inspire transformation. What you've learned, what you've experienced, what you've gone through. Like I say, somebody basically does everything that they see, everything that they experience, it's knowledge to them. This person is a very strategic person. A group of people that I'm talking to, they're very strategic, but not in a malicious way. And I kind of feel like that may be the issue of why the person who you may have cut off has an issue with you doing so, is because you're looking at things differently. Knowledge. The knowledge core represents the first of the 8 primary reasons for being, the acquisition of knowledge. We in our physical form exist to learn as we learn to exist. Knowledge is power, and without it, we are powerless. It is a knowledge that enables you to earn a living. It is a knowledge that enables you to cook your meals. It is a knowledge that enables you to treat a wound so that you can prevent infection. It is knowledge that enables you to move through your day and live your life. Without knowledge and the ability to acquire it, humanity would not be the evolved species that it is. Transformation along with the knowledge. So the things that you've gone through, the things you go through in life make you who you are. Like I say, everyone, the person I'm picking up on, they literally record everything mentally with their eyes. They see it with their eyes, they store it as data, like I say, however you want to call it. And they operate on that. You know, past experience from like parental figures like fathers and mothers, like they listen to those stories even though they didn't experience it. They took the message from those stories and applied it to their life to either avoid it if they can, or how to get out of that situation should they face it. The 7 of Earth in reverse. So all the failures and mistakes, like you've learned from it if you've applied. So yeah, when things didn't work out, this confirms exactly what I just said. Every experience, everything that you were taught, everything that you've learned from that. It may have kind of like threw you off a little bit because you may not believe that there's these type of people in the world. There's ugly people in the world, but the knowledge that you gained from it, the experience that you gained, it brought a whole lot of clarity to you. You're like, oh, okay, this does make sense. What on this celebration? Healing. See, this definitely has a lot to do with like shopping, celebrating, therapy, retail therapy, getting some actual enjoying yourself basically. If you've been feeling under the weather, like if somebody's been making excuses like, oh, I've been sick, whoop, whoop, whoop. No, you haven't been sick. It's just you're playing everything smart. So somebody could be playing sick, you know what I'm saying? But it's time for you to sit here and actually go out and heal. Or this could be that's the excuse that someone's using. Instead of celebrating, it's like, I'm healing right now. I don't want to go be around anybody. So, no. It's like, I'm trying to heal these finances. I can't be out here celebrating. I'm out here healing. And like, well, you don't look like anything's bothering you. Yeah, I'm healing my finances right now. They're a little hurt, you know what I'm saying? Then we have the nine of fire, which is a 9 of wands. So needing to make progress. So this is still yet again saying it's like you need to go out and get some air, go and have some fun, because it's like you're gonna feel like you're stuck in a cycle here. And I look at this rose as very delicate. You see how he's protecting that flower? I kind of feel like that's how you're treating yourself, like very delicate, which is fine, don't get me wrong. But at the same sense too, you know what happens if plants don't get enough sunlight? They end up dying, they end up getting sick. So go out and have fun a little bit. Like I said, you don't got to spend an extravagant amounts of money to go do things. Yes, things cost, but there are other things that you can go out and feel welcomed, appreciated, belong. You know, like you belong to a certain whatever. You don't always have to sit at home though. What on this exit? Ten of Earth in reverse, along with the 4 of water. The 10 of Earth, along with no exit, going back. So in the same sense too, I I feel like with someone constantly going back to a negative situation, trying to go back to that cycle, because like this feels like someone is confident, but it's like they're easily broken, and it has a lot to do with somebody knowing what strings to pull. Like somebody knows how to reel somebody back in. Disputes, fights, somebody's losing some type of financial stability. This could be the other thing too, is that somebody that you probably were taking care of, this may be the reason why they don't want you to leave, because without you they won't be able to survive financially. I don't know if this person is sick or not, but with health healing out here, they could be sick. There also could be in a situation where somebody's going out so much to the point where it's like they have somebody sick at home, so it's like somebody's running away from those issues. And like I say, it's like someone who has a sick parent, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got one who wants you to go out, and the other one's like, well, damn, like, I don't mind you going out, but can you at least, like, make sure I'm good? Like, make sure I can reach something to drink if I need so. I got a phone handy. Yeah. Somebody could also be getting kicked out of a home and don't want to leave as well. Yeah, this gives me homeless energy. Somebody getting kicked out of a home. Squatters, somebody's going to try to enact their squatters' rights. Yeah, that's going to be a hard battle. Seeing the four of cups not wanting to accept some type of truth, wanting to mirror back, throw some things in somebody's face here. This is also like repressed emotions. Yeah, this really, honestly, it feels a lot like somebody's losing a lot of money because they're out here partying. Because like this looks like a mirror to me too. So it's like somebody may be infatuated too much with their image here. That's the wrong thing to be focused on at a time like this. Like there's so much going on, transformation, growth, ascension. There's a lot going on, and it's like somebody has to really, if they've actually matured like they say they have, they actually have to stand on that. One of this unknown. Gosh. No, way too many. Plus those was kind of stuck together. That was cheating. Self in reverse. An abundance in reverse. Uh-oh. With the unknown. Selfish, selfless, selfish, selfless. Let's see. Let's get to the bottom of it. Okay. So, with the self being in reverse, this represents a need for you to look within and ask yourself if you're embracing other people's beliefs and behavior in order to belong, going along with the herd mentality. Can make you predictable and lead others to have a certain expectations of you, especially if you're predisposed to follow their lead or to do as they say without question. Didn't I just say that earlier? These people, and honestly, I don't think it's your fault. I'm not going to say that it's your fault, for the simple fact of the matter is that these people know you well enough, they've known you long enough to understand what strings to pull, what, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say selfish. That's why I was going back and forth. Selfless, selfish, selfish, selfish. You feel what I'm saying? To step into the unknown, you would need to be selfish. Because I feel like if it was the other way, I would have been like, oh, selfless mentality, selfless behavior. But you need to be selfish in order for you to walk into the unknown. These people are sitting here literally, mentally, emotionally, and emotionally and mentally manipulating somebody to get them to do what they want to do. This could be vice versa, you know what I'm saying? Put it how it's supposed to be. You guys know how your story is listening to this stuff. But yeah, definitely like stand firm on your ground. Like with this Ace of Fire here, I said earlier, stand your ground, make sure you do so. When the abundance appears reversed, it signifies a lack of gratitude and appreciation for what you already have in your life or for what others do for you. To turn this around, practice being grateful. Gratitude is one of the keystones of abundance. So look around at your life and see and appreciate what you already have and be grateful for it. If you are unable to do this, how will having more make a difference in your life? If you can only see what you do not have now, this same lack and emptiness that nothing fulfills will only manifest again in the future. Keep in mind that you cannot change a lack mindset by buying more possessions. Material possessions will not give you the lasting happiness that comes from within. The happiness you will feel will be impermanent. It will fade. If someone offers you a gift, do not measure their care for you by the money they spend on the gift. Be grateful. If someone buys your business, do not complain if they didn't spend as much. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like that's what this is, and this is what people are doing to you. These people aren't abundant, so in order to keep you from stepping out into the unknown, they'll sit there and buy you stuff and then try to throw it in your face. You sit here and be selfish, like you can whole ass be like, reject the gift. We had seen that earlier, like I said, rejection. So people wanting to give you stuff, you might as well reject it, because these people are not having good intentions in regards to what they're doing for you. It's to try to keep you stuck, to keep them around you. So in the same sense, like, not gonna say this person's buying you or trying to buy you, but in the same sense, you can still kind of say that like this is a tactic used to manipulate you. Even if they don't have the money to really do it, they're gonna do it just to sit there, and it's like buying time. That's exactly what it is. This person or these people are buying time from you. They know that you're supposed to go do something else. They see greater in you, and you're fully aware of it. But they're distracting you by trying to do little small things. If getting up under your skin, talking crazy, trying to pull strings ain't working, let me butter this person up and get them a gift. So you may need to reject these type of things. That's what I kind of feel like. This is something that you need to do, is that you need to reject certain opportunities. Like I was saying earlier, like you're like making excuses. I'm trying to heal my finances. Oh, I'm sick. I can't go out and celebrate. Now that's making a hell of a lot more sense. One on this sunset. The Seneschal popped out. And we have the King of Cups, the King of Water, King of that water. Let me see. We have up in that water. Let me see what the Seneschal is. No, this is the person who is in service. I think I remember that, but let me read it anyway. This is somebody who's like of service, wanted to give to other people. So it's like someone who's very trustworthy, loyal, organized. The Seneschal of Earth symbolizes the service to the king and country. The Seneschal is a trusted servant who has access to and control over all within his lord's domain. He, while being noble blood himself, is in service to and speaks for the one above him. His duties are many. He is respected by some and feared by others, for he holds the key to both the treasury and the dungeon. He is both the judge and the mediator within the halls and lands of the kingdom. He upholds the law and metes out justice in his name of his lord or lady. The Seneschal also controls his master's wealth, giving payment to those who are owed and collecting taxes from those who are owed. So, this is someone who's a loyal servant. And I'm not even going to say a servant in the same sense, even though we do have the dog, which is okay. It's a good way to start remembering what this card means. But in the same sense, I kind of feel like this is someone who's pretty much honest. And like I was saying earlier, like someone in charge. So look at this. That's funny that these two are right up under each other, because the Seneschal serves the king, right? According to what we just read. So like I was saying earlier, something will be left for you. It's just either A, you need to go out, or A, you need to kind of hang around and make sure that you make peace with this person, because somebody's time is almost up. And like I'll send my condolences early, you feel what I'm saying? But now this kind of makes sense about like why the give popped out here. So it's like basically you need to know who and when, how and where, what you do in regards to time. That's ironic I didn't use my time deck, but something told me not to. But it makes sense now why, because instead of me sitting here trying to have you rack your brain about predicted times, it's more of time in the moment. And your test of ascension and growth and how you've actually matured, there is no time limit on that, because this is an ongoing thing. This isn't a timed test, but time is still passing. Time will tell certain things. So time is very influential. Time is a form of currency, if that makes any sense. So like with the sunset, the sun shall. So I feel like what this is that you work hard to make sure that you have a good day. You know, everyone gets their fair share. So yeah, want to mediate, get in between, keep the peace, things of that nature. Well, hey there, Papas. Right on time. I got one more card left with the King of Cups. Very loving, very nurturing. Hey, Papas. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get this last card out. I'm gonna get you one. This person has a lot of love, this person is very inspirational. And I'm talking to you as a collective. This is you. The other person is very diplomatic, compassionate, you're very warm and generous, very wise. Like I say, from the knowledge that you gain from experience. And this has a lot to do with you sitting here staying close to family. I kind of feel like this too is that somebody was raised by older people. Honestly, I encourage that. You feel what I'm saying? It's like children need to be around wise people regardless. Not even just at a younger age, like, you know, people in their 20s that are wise. I mean like wisdom for people like that are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, like people who've actually experienced stuff. They actually have the jewels to pass down to others. You know what I mean? On this underworld, I'm gonna close this out, cause I gotta go back on daddy duties, man. 6 of Wands with the 8 of Wands. So fast movement for sure. Success coming fast. So I feel like what this is, you are going to pass the test of time for sure, for sure. This victory, or I should say like this recognition, having your confidence renewed. After going from the underworld, yeah, going through those cycles, you're about to be honored, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to feel inspired to kind of continuously keep going, you feel what I'm saying? It's like difficulties are about to just end, and it's all having to do with the test of time, and it's going to happen very fast, very quickly. So stay on the phone, you feel what I'm saying? Stay close to that phone. Don't stay on the phone, but stay close to it, because I feel like you're about to get a call that's about to change your life. You know what I'm saying? The law of attraction. What you put out is something that you're going to get back, and you're going to be successful. Oh, speaking of which, those who have joined the Discord, thank you. What I have been doing, and shout out to Miss Alicia. I've been super busy this week, so I haven't been able to continue to keep doing it, but I've been putting a lot of like my spiritual knowledge into these to my Discord, so you guys are more than welcome to join. Right now, I mean, it's a lot to kind of go through, but I've posted daily spiritual laws in the same sense. So like the 7 days of the week, I've posted those. So like these are things that try to help you, you know, structure yourself for success in the same sense. Doesn't necessarily have to mean money, but it's like to where you feel like things are flowing for you. I have that in the Discord. I have the spiritual laws, universal spiritual laws of God in there. There's a lot of them. Right now, I believe I'm probably at maybe 18. I have to update it, which I will. But yeah, you guys are more than welcome to join the Discord. I do want to start getting people in groups on the Discord, and we chop it up about, you know, spiritual knowledge and practices, things of that nature. We can talk about, you know, rituals, which someone would consider spell work. But no, I'm not into all that type of stuff. We can do like rituals that help protect yourself, help you attract wealth, things of that nature. The spiritual meaning of this, that, and the third, you feel what I'm saying? Like when you find feathers. Also, thank you, Miss Tracy, for the feathers as well, too. But yeah, let's try to expand and build this community up, you know what I mean? And grow. Like before, I was just like working like, I guess the way that I was doing things before, like I kind of feel like I may have been overworking myself and not really receiving a lot of results because I was just trying to hurry up and get things out. And as you guys see, it's like I'm not pushing things out as much as fast. I mean, mind you, I still got things I have to do, but these readings, I want them to be meaningful to you. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to give you guys a bunch of garbage. I know there's a bunch of stuff that other readers pick up on as well, so we may share some of the same messages. I'm not going to say that people are stealing, but some of it is a little bit coincidental when it's verbatim. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys, man. I appreciate you guys coming through and check out the vibes. I appreciate you guys' patience. I'm going to head back to my daddy duties, and I'm going to start editing this video. Much love and light to you guys. I will try to go live, which I probably should have did this one live. I just didn't know how much time that I actually had before my son woke up. But yeah, man, look forward to hearing from you guys, man. Make sure you guys sound off in the comments. You know, hey, even just put whatever. You can put one letter. Also, too, I'm not gonna call out your name, but there's no point of you commenting and then blocking me just to wait for me to post something else just to comment and block it again. I'm pretty sure you know with YouTube Studio, if you haven't downloaded it yet, it still gives me the notifications. I can still see what was written even though you deleted it from the video or you deleted it from the post. So just to give you a heads up, you're not hiding. You've been constantly exposing yourself, and I'm just like, damn, bro, like if you say it, stand on it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna attack nobody. So, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Peace, y'all.